I appreciate the opportunity to speak. It's a joy of part of my job that I get to travel around the state and in Nevada as well, because California has affiliates all over now, to visit and get to see all of what happens at affiliate events. You guys are extraordinarily lucky. You've got a well-organized, tight affiliate with an extraordinary board. And if they haven't been thanked yet, I'd like to thank them now. So if you're on the San Gabriel Valley Q board, stand up, be acknowledged. You guys put a lot of work into this. That. So I always like to acknowledge that. In addition, Joyce Miller is on the Q Board of Directors that runs Mother Q, as they refer to us, and I'd like to acknowledge Joyce for her work. You may have heard Q membership is normally $40 a year, but for today only, $20 a year, half off. You can sign up today. Even if you have 11 months left in your membership, it still makes sense because next year I'm going to charge you $40. So might as well sign up and kick it out in 12 months. So that you can do at the table with my able assistant here. You can sign up with Jay, or you can sign up with me. I'm trying to sort of, train him up and give him all the skills needed. So he's here to assist. Another thing I want to acknowledge is Q has, for almost its entire existence, had a recognition program called the Gold Disc Award. It started with one of the early founders of the organization actually taking a spray can and spray painting one of those 5 1/4 inch discs, remember those discs? Spray painting it and then lacquering it on a plaque and then handing it to the first recipients back in '81. So it is our oldest recognition program. It's a tremendous honor, and you have within your affiliate 2 here today from San Gabriel Valley Q. Roger Wagner right in front of me, who got his gold disc. And Karen McBride as well got a gold disc.
And Mr. Lawrence.
Just a couple of just heads up. Anyone hear about this cool new device that Apple came out with? Q's done a few iPad workshops where you get to actually learn how to use it and then walk out with one. We have 3 that are sold out right now. We have 4 more that are available. You can sign up for them. 2 in San Diego, 1 in Visalia. There's talk of 1 in Fullerton, which is closer to you than those 2 options. But if you want to host one and make it really close, just give me a ring, shoot me an email. You got my card or my assistant's card, and we'll see if we can schedule one for you. You don't have to have any money to host one. You just have to have a facility, and then we can open up the doors and we'll handle all the registration and do all that for you. And who knows, you might be able to secure one for yourself. We're also doing something called Teach Like a Rock Star. We're doing that this summer up near Yosemite. And it's 3 days, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. If you want to learn how to teach like a rock star, or at least hang out with a bunch of teachers who think they're rock stars, that might be something to go to. We'll teach you all the best technology tools. You'll go back to campus in September, and you will be the rock star on campus. We also are returning to a Northern Q conference in the fall, and we thought we'd go back in style. We're going to be in Napa Valley in American Canyon High School, and Peter Reynolds designed the logo for Soaring to New Heights, November 5th, 6th, up in Napa Valley. So if you were looking for an excuse to travel to Napa Valley for work, we're here to help. The session submissions close Monday at 5 p.m. if you want to be selected as a speaker. That way you get free registration. And then all you have to do is go to your boss and say, I've been asked to speak and represent our school or our district on behalf of our school at this event. You don't need to tell them where it is. And if they ask, tell them it's right near Vallejo. Then they'll get the PO sign. Don't tell them Napa Valley. Or say American Canyon, because no one knows where American Canyon is. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention is we have a conference that we're doing jointly with the K-20 California Educational Technology Collaborative. It's called the Online Teaching Conference. And it is K-20, so it'll be higher ed folks, middle school, secondary, high school, elementary, all talking about how to teach online and how it's different than teaching face-to-face, and where we see the future going. It's in June 16th, 17th, 18th in San Diego at San Diego City College. And you can find out more on the Q homepage, of course, for all these things. But it's also at OTC for Online Teaching Conference, otc10.org. And that's in June, San Diego. The last thing I want to hit, and it's something that Q does for you on your behalf. We actually go out and we fight for educational funding whenever we can. We try to get legislation, we try to get new bills, we try to adjust bills that aren't helping educational technology funding and get them out there in front of legislators and eventually executives to sign. We're working right now in a weird situation. The stimulus funding that was signed by President Obama February of 2009 arrived in California to the tune of $73 million in July. We haven't got it yet. It's not in schools, it's not in the districts, it's still in Sacramento. And Q is fighting for you, and you can help. If you go to q.org/bait and switch, because that's what this is called, folks. Bait and switch. Go to q.org/bait and switch. There's tools there where you can contact your legislator, which would help us. I'll be in Sacramento Tuesday to testify at a subcommittee hearing to try not to scream at them and ask them to send this money to the districts now. They had a process. School districts applied. 34 of the million goes to districts all across the state through formula funding. 34 million was to be released via competitive funding through a process attached to the EETT grant. It's complicated. I'm happy to tell you why it hasn't been released. They have their reasons. They're wrong. And I'm going to go there on Tuesday to tell them. You can help me with that by contacting a legislator. Remember, it's q.org/bait and switch. So didn't mean to get a little bit of political, but that's what we're doing for you. We're out there to try and advocate on behalf of you for legislation. So probably longer than you guys wanted, but I'm really thrilled to be able to speak to you all. Am I handing back to you guys?